every day.
Bullying case involving Jungkook in the military, Jimin and Suga in tears, and calls for systemic reform. Shocking news from South Korea's military recently rocked BTS fans worldwide. Two BTS members, Jimin and Suga, were reportedly in tears after hearing the military's official statement regarding allegations of bullying faced by Jungkook. This news has not only touched the hearts of fans but also raised profound questions about what truly transpired. How could this event be so emotional that it left the two idols unable to hold back their tears? The day started like any other, but the K-pop world was suddenly shaken by news that was hard to accept. Jungkook, BTS's youngest member currently serving his mandatory military service, was reported to have been hospitalized in a military hospital after being mistreated by his seniors. This information came to light after the military finally issued a long-awaited public clarification. However, instead of providing clarity, the statement reopened wounds and worsened the situation. Jimin and Suga, who are also currently fulfilling their military duties alongside Jungkook, were reportedly in a difficult position after hearing the news. During an internal military meeting, both were said to have been unable to hold back their tears. So, what exactly was in the military's statement that left them so shaken? Jungkook, from the glamorous stage to the dark reality of military life. Jungkook, known as the Golden Machina for his all-around talents, now serves as a cook in his military unit, a role far removed from the spotlight but one he takes on with great responsibility. Behind the scenes, however, it was revealed that he had become a victim of mistreatment by his seniors, ranging from verbal abuse to psychological harassment. South Korean citizens and international fans were quick to condemn such actions. What truly ignited emotions, though, was the military's statement, which appeared to downplay the situation. During a press conference, a military spokesperson claimed that this situation is part of normal dynamics within the military hierarchy. Rather than quelling anger, this statement sparked a wave of sharp criticism. The public questioned how a system meant to protect its members could instead become a breeding ground for bullying. Jimin and Suga's reaction: strength amid sadness. Jimin and Suga's reaction to the statement demonstrated the seriousness of the situation they were facing. Both are known for their professionalism, both on and off stage. However, in this moment, they showed a deeply human side. A close source revealed that Jimin was visibly emotional after hearing the news about Jungkook. He couldn't stop thinking about how someone as cheerful and hardworking as Jungkook had to endure such treatment, the source said. Suga calls for major changes in the military system. Suga, known for his calm and introspective personality, seemed unable to hide his emotions in facing the situation involving Jungkook. In a conversation with military officials, Suga expressed his frustration with a system he deemed to have failed in protecting its members. This isn't just about Jungkook, Suga firmly stated, as reported by local media. This is about how this system continues to harm the very people it is supposed to protect. This statement has become a symbol of deep dissatisfaction with the hierarchical structure within South Korea's military, which has long enabled practices of violence, intimidation, and abuse of power to occur without clear consequences. As part of BTS, a group that has brought South Korea to the global stage and become a national pride, Jungkook's tragic fate in this case reflects the broader systemic failure urgently needing reform. Suga is not just speaking as a group member but also as a figure who understands the importance of justice and human rights protection. His comments echo the voices of many who have long been trapped in a flawed system. ARMY rallies to support Jungkook and demand reform. It didn't take long for ARMY, BTS's loyal fandom, to take action. They quickly flooded social media platforms with various hashtags like #JusticeForJungkook and #ProtectOurBTS. This call was not only to support Jungkook but also to demand systemic changes in South Korea's military. The movement quickly gained momentum, reflecting public outrage against the culture of violence and intimidation that persists in the military system. Many ARMY members, both from South Korea and abroad, highlighted the importance of reform, emphasizing that this isn't just about Jungkook as a celebrity but also about basic protections for everyone serving under the military system. However, amidst this wave of support, major questions arise. How could Jungkook, such a prominent public figure, fall victim to unjust treatment without any preventive measures? Does this indicate that even high-profile individuals are not immune to systemic failures? If so, what happens to those without power or platforms to voice their concerns? Rising public anger and military promises. As this case continues to grab media attention, the military finds itself in an increasingly difficult position. They promised a thorough investigation and vowed to uncover the truth. However, history shows that such promises often amount to nothing. Many cases of bullying in the military are eventually dismissed as ordinary incidents, or entirely ignored. A late-night official statement only added fuel to the fire. In the statement, the military claimed that there is no substantial evidence supporting allegations that Jungkook experienced severe bullying. This sparked greater public outrage, as people saw it as an attempt to blame the victim rather than address the issue head-on. Questions about Jungkook's future. Jungkook's current condition has become a major focus of attention, especially concerning his future in the military. After reports surfaced that he was hospitalized due to deteriorating health, various speculations have emerged. Will Jungkook return to his military unit after recovery? Or, considering his health, will he be granted a special exemption from military duties? On the other hand, support from other BTS members continues to pour in. Jimin and Suga, despite their busy schedules, have shown solidarity by sending an official letter to BTS management. In the letter, they urged the agency to take firm action to provide full support for Jungkook during this difficult time. Beyond formal actions, these two members have also offered emotional support to Jungkook, even if they cannot always be there for him physically. However, amid all this, the biggest question remains: is the support from BTS members, fans, and the South Korean public strong enough to push for changes in a military system long considered inhumane? Or will Jungkook's case be one of many similar cases that eventually fade away without leaving a mark for change? United for a better future. Behind all these trials, one undeniable truth is the bond BTS members share as a family. BTS is not just a music group but a symbol of friendship, love, and unconditional support. Even though they are now separated by individual obligations, their connection remains strong. The support Jimin, Suga, and other members provide to Jungkook demonstrates that they do not just work together but also care for each other like true family. Now, the public's attention is fixed on one big question: will justice for Jungkook prevail? Furthermore, could this case be the starting point for systemic reform in South Korea's military? Or, like many other cases, will this struggle pass by unnoticed, leaving no significant changes behind? For ARMY, BTS fans worldwide, this is not just about Jungkook as an individual. The fight for justice for Jungkook has become a symbol of the struggle to create a fairer and more humane military environment for everyone. Their voices continue to resonate, both in South Korea and globally. Their support, manifested through various campaigns, petitions, and calls on social media, is concrete evidence that they will not remain silent. However, the bigger question now lingers: will the military listen to these voices? Or will global outrage and demands for change fade away without any results? Only time will tell whether the tragedy that has befallen Jungkook will become a turning point inspiring change or merely a part of a forgotten dark history. Until that time comes, the world waits with hope that this case will not only bring justice for Jungkook but also serve as a catalyst for creating a better system for everyone in the future.